Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
All
Where am
right.
I?
Talk to the hand. Talk to the hand. Gavin, how are you, man?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, good. You know, it's kind of crazy. It's like the magic of technology here, and you're like, oh, goddamn! Now I'm just doing stupid Skype interviews on a phone, right?
I know
On a
it's like
phone.
Skype. I didn't know Skype still existed. That's so cool. It's like the MySpace of communication.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Hey, Gavin, congratulations on just a phenomenal career, man. Let me ask you, you've been doing this for so long.
My obituary.
No. Far from over, especially with as good as you still look, which drives me nuts because we're probably similar in age, and I've gotten all this gray, and for whatever reason, I'm not seeing any of it on you. I don't know.
I don't have a goatee.
My wife insists for whatever reason. She likes the facial hair. Some women aren't so into it. But, hey, listen,
Nice.
was there ever a point in time
She likes you manly.
Exactly, she does, actually. Was there ever a point in time, where you thought the business of Bush was over when it got crazy with, Gwen and just kind of married life and you're kind of settled in Southern California?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure. A few times, probably. A few times. I mean, mainly we had that record, Man on the Run, and then we didn't really play that record after that. That was a bit of a weird time. But generally, no. I always knew that I couldn't do much else, really. And so I just stuck at it,
Okay. Tell me about the song Bullet Holes. How did that come about? And was it the chicken or the egg when it came to the John Wick movie? Was the song written for the John Wick movie? Or did you go, wow, I've got this great song?
No. It was, I just wrote that song. So it was just like, I must have a lot of John Wick inside me.
That's awesome.
Like Falling Down. Remember the Michael Douglas character in Falling Down?
Oh, yeah.
So, I don't know. I think that the record has a lot of... I have the luxury of knowing all the record, whereas you only know one song. Has like a lot of anger and standing up for yourself and self-belief and power and strength. Whereas the last record I did, Black and White Rainbows, was a kind of a somewhat kind of bruised record, kind of interesting and layered.
Right.
And this one's like full out, like on the attack, And so Bullet Holes just seemed to fit it perfectly. It's a beautiful story of synchronicity coming back into working with Chad and with Keanu.
Yeah. And
So
it's
lucky.
interesting because Keanu Reeves, not only a really, really nice guy, but also a fairly accomplished musician in his own right. Did he have any input on the song Bullet Holes, or it was already done?
He had a lot of input in the video.
Okay. Of course.
Because he looked great in it.
Yeah, I'm not going to
No,
do any
it
of those
was done a bit
stunts.
separately. You know how it is. It's done separately.
Yeah. What surprised you most about becoming famous when the whole grunge thing started happening and all of a sudden, you became a famous rock star here in the States? What was most surprising?
The size of America and how many shows you can play. Because where I grew up, you can tour your country in like 7 days.
Yeah.
So just the fact that you can't even tour Texas in 7 days blew me away. And just that this life was available, that's what it really was. For me, I just loved certain bands, and I didn't know what it really meant to give your life to music. I was so unsuccessful for so long, I didn't really have any perspective on it. And so the fact that it came good continues to blow me away to this day,
Yeah, a lot of folks would look at the success of a song like Everything's Zen and that album and go, oh, overnight success. But you had been doing it. You'd been out there struggling for years and years and years before that.
Anyone who thinks that there's no such thing as overnight success.
Right.
Unless you're very, very lucky or connected with someone. If you've had overnight success, there's usually someone in the team, quite often the songwriter, who's probably had like 20 years of experience to get to that point. But I think that all success is a beautiful thing, and the world is so hard, and so I think all success should be appreciated and lauded. It's cool.
So let me ask you this. Do you miss life of complete autonomy? I mean, can you go to the corner store or out shopping without being hounded by fans today?
Well, it's never a drag with me because people are just real friendly, and you know what I mean. It's just like it's so complimentary that I never get anyone complaining or anything like that, or telling me they didn't like stuff. So I always get people that just that are so excited. And I always think about how it takes the courage to come up to someone that you like but you don't know.
Right.
You know what I mean? It takes courage to approach them in some store, and it would be terrible to sort of squander someone's courage and make them feel bad. So I enjoy it. I don't mind it. I think it's sadder when they don't.
Yeah, no doubt. By the way, this is my wife, Allison. We haven't introduced you. You guys have met on
I
occasion
know,
way back
so
when.
quiet. How come you're so quiet?
No, I'm just listening. I'm trying not to be a hog. So I'm like, okay, I'll let him have the mic.
You haven't done any hugging. You haven't said anything. You're so sweet. What a nice wife you have.
Thank you. I'm very lucky. I'm married way out of my range with this gorgeous woman, by the way.
You may have done. You may have done.
No, you know what I was wondering? With Father's Day on everybody's mind, I mean, it's tomorrow. Mm-hmm. What was your relationship like with your dad? What is it like?
Well, he passed away a year ago, actually, sadly. But it was really good. You know, I grew up with him. He was a single father, so I grew up with him, and he was a workaholic. So I always admired that about him. And he's very liberal, and let me be really free, probably a little too free, probably, but I had a great relationship with him and very close with him, and I know that I have the same with my sons, you know, so I'm looking forward to play tonight in New Jersey here, and then I fly early tomorrow to get back to take my boys out, so we're going to like get suited and booted and, you know, cool. Take them out for steak and cigars.
All right. What was the best lesson that he taught you?
The best lesson? I think that what he just led by example, and he was always really gentle and really kind with people, you know, and he had a very, very wry, dark sense of humor that you had to just catch, and so I'm more in tune with people that are not so loud and abrasive, and he just had a sort of a quiet humility with like a razor sharp wit. So I think that's a great combination that I always find myself connected to if I meet anyone.
That's wonderful. Awesome.
Okay. We were talking about the overnight success thing, but here in the States, you became a sex symbol pretty dang quick.
Like overnight.
Were you always good looking, or did you consider yourself
in your
head to be like an ugly duckling? Like in middle school was an awkward age for me, right? And so, I for whatever reason attracted this wonderful woman here, but I've grown into my looks a little bit. But being, Gavin Rossdale, were you an ugly duckling growing up as a kid in school?
I didn't pay much attention to it. You know what I mean? I didn't really think about it. I don't know. I just was really into playing soccer and listening to punk records. That's what I really liked the most. That's what I liked, and I wondered why I wasn't as cool as David Bowie. You know? But that's mainly what I thought about. It'd be kind of weird if I had a perspective on my looks through my life. You know what I mean?
Well, but I mean, you see the tabloids, and you get action from Gwen Stefani, which at the time was she's still a knockout, by the way. But I mean, you guys were like the Hollywood cute couple, right? I mean, come on, we got to be honest there, right? So sometimes, man, I would just think that knowing all of a sudden where you're at and the fame and the notoriety you're getting can maybe get to the head a little bit,
Yeah. I think it's really good to not be so stuck up about it. I'm sure I've had my stuck up moments, but I think they've been few and far between because I like this life, and I think that's the quickest way to get booted out of this life is to be
So tell me about your health regimen. How you stay so fit? What does life look like when you're not playing a show and you have some downtime?
Well, I just I've got like regular human qualities of like health, unhealth, things that are good for you. Then plenty of vice. I think the vice is good. You have to have your vices, and so I just enjoy myself, and I'm mindful, and some good red wine, and I like a little tequila, and I'm not drinking so much beer anymore. But I don't know. I'm kind of fun. I'm fun to hang out with.
You know what your favorite tequila is?
Well, I like I like all those reposado ones.
Okay.
But I just like the smooth ones, the smooth. Like I like my wine, like I like my friends.
If you get the chance next time you're out, if you can remember this, Clase Azul, it comes in like a white bottle, a white porcelain bottle. It has almost like blue writing on it. Chances are you've had it before, but one of the best reposado tequilas you'll ever drink. A little on the sweet side. It's delicious.
Okay. Where are you guys from, by the way? Where are you living?
We're here in Reno, Nevada.
We're
here
in
on
Reno,
the West Coast.
but originally from Texas. That's where I met
San Antonio, yeah.
Ah, beautiful.
Yeah. We actually hung out and closed down a bar called the White Rabbit the first time you guys played in San Antonio way back when.
Okay. Cool.
It was fun. We partied.
Do it again.
Absolutely.
Drink tequila.
One last question, just again being a fan of your music and you being a musician. What's your current take on the state of rock music today?
State of rock music. Well, if you're looking at the live stuff, it's incredible. People showing up in tens of thousands everywhere. And I think that it's always a real challenge to make records that cross over somehow. It's been incredible doing the John Wick song because it's opened us all out to a whole different audience that may not be so up with rock music, but it's a bit more counterculture now, isn't it?
Yeah.
But when I began, that's what it was. So I think that it could do with a big couple of records to bring it out back into the kind of everyone's conscious, but I'm not sure. I try and do my best, try and make good music, and the best we can do is just kill it when we play live and make as best records as we can.
Well, again, congratulations on Bullet Holes. It's nice to hear that heavy sound coming from Bush. And Gavin, you're always a pleasure to talk to, man. Have a great show tonight. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Thanks. Happy Father's Day.
Appreciate it.
Same to
Likewise. Same to you.
Okay.
All right. Take care.
See you guys. Bye.